Am I unmuted now too? I probably was muted. What about now? We good? Let's see. We should be better now. There we go. What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. I started the stream under. Just tell everybody to refresh. You know, do the everybody spam refresh. We're good to go. I had started the stream in the wrong setting, so then it delayed, started, then stopped, and started, and all dumb. Shane should be in charge. I mean, I think the days of Shane being in charge seem so over. Wouldn't that be interesting though if Shane ended up taking over? You know, after Triple H couldn't be there, and you know, Stephanie leaves for a while. She'll be back, it seems like, maybe in a year. But maybe she's also taking time off to see if she still wants to do it. So maybe she won't come back. I may need I actually may need to charge my phone because it's at 22% and this don't look good. So I may only have 20 minutes here with you. I meant to be on earlier, but you know, kind of funny, Drew Bar. I meant to be on earlier, but here we are. Should I do like a mating call in my neighborhood? Bro, this sun is cooking me, I'll tell you that. The sun is cooking me. Imagine that, like the whole neighborhood just like... Oh, did you hear that? Oh my God, some dog is responding to me. Tell me you guys heard that. We have a taker. Doug wants to bang me. Go ahead, Melly, go ahead. Go ahead. I got 2 streams going? Is that what's going on? Oh no. Oh no. Are you serious? Wait a minute, am I showing up in both streams, or is one of the streams like dead lagging? Oh my God. Hey, can you go in the other stream for me? Juan, since it's you, not everybody else has to do it, but just Juan, go in the other stream and spam it. The other one is lagging? Okay, yeah. You know what? I think I hit the button twice by accident and it started a secondary stream. Is this one titled the right way? Is this one titled Stephanie McMahon, or is the other one titled Stephanie McMahon? Or are they both titled the same thing? The other one is titled 999. Wait, this one's titled 999? Oh my God. That is not good. No wonder no one's coming in over here. Oh man. Fuck. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second. What's up, everybody? We're just getting started. Sorry about the fake other stream. My bad. I'll be right back. And there we go. I took care of the other stream. It's gone. We've entered the multiverse. Oh my god, dude. I got 20% of battery, so guys, let's rapid fire.
Hey Joe, what's up? Just saw you are live. I just went on by 10-minute rage at work and it is hot as fuck. I load packages in trucks for ups. I just wanted to say fuck dubba 999 debba senior dubba fuck dubba slob 75 slip 79 slip slob debba.
Damn, dude. Keep crushing it for UPS. What are you doing at UPS? You doing the sorting, or are you doing like the sort, or are you doing the trucks? I actually kind of missed exactly what you said you did. Are you doing delivery? What are you doing there? JCS fan, thank you for the $3. And hey, thanks for testing that, so now we know it works. How's everybody doing? Thanks for bearing with me while I fixed that, because the other stream was still going, so I fixed it. I don't know why that happened this time, you know? It's weird. It's almost like, it's kind of like you don't know when things are going to work and when they're not going to work sometimes when you do mobile streaming. That's why I don't like to do it a lot. But I do want to talk about the Stephanie McMahon thing, but I'm probably going to move my phone in a few minutes into the house because, number one, the sun is murdering me now, dude. It's going to be 96 degrees tomorrow. Are you aware of this? I just realized that. I don't even have a pool. We haven't bought our pool yet. Usually every year I drop, you know, like 30 bucks or something, and I buy like some kind of little pool to jump around in. But I didn't expect it to be 96 in May. You know? That's going to be crazy tomorrow. I say make sure you put gasoline in your tanks. I'm weird like that. I think about, like, if it's 96, right? And there's, like, the water doesn't work for some reason, and the electric goes out, blows out somehow, and then, you know, you have no air conditioning at 96 degrees, like, I'll be dead. So always have the car full of gas. At least you can sit in the AC for a little bit. Dude, it's crazy. This is a record. If it hits 96 tomorrow, that's a record for heat. So it's gonna be nuts. I don't know what that bird just did, but it made a crazy
shit
sound.
bum.
Ironic Vince fires Shane and now Hunter and Steph are gone lol.
Yeah, this is bizarre. It kind of leads, you know, kind of gives credence to the rumors that we had always heard that the McMahons don't want the company anymore, or that they're looking to get out. It kind of sort of lends validity to that, you know what I mean? That maybe they want to get out because, I mean, she's taking a break almost to test if she wants to be done. And, you know, Triple H has the heart issues and their family, so they're thinking more about their family than ever. And then you got Shane, who's, I mean, Vince kicks him out all the time, and you got a bee that's flying on right behind me.
You all have
Drew Bar.
decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army, donate to me. Acknowledge me.
Let's go, Roy. Let's do this. Damn, I feel like I just tore a ligament in my finger opening this because my whole hand didn't grab the handle. Oh my god. Roy Vanderwall! We gotta plug this into a charger, man, before my phone dies. My phone's about to die, so we gotta plug it in. Yo, Roy Vanderwall! You're my Wonderwall! Wow, my voice is jacked up. That was terrible. I'm sorry. You're my Roy Vanderwall! Yeah! Now we're in the room. We're in the JCS lair, courtesy of Roy Vanderwall, dropping $19.99. Let me tell you something. Check out the old OG monetize this shirt. You like this? You like this, Roy Vanderwall? The OG shirt. Look at that. You like that? You can still buy it. And you can remember everybody. Let's get weird. Alright, let's turn some lights on. Let's see. Here we go. Now we got to figure out a power cord real quick. Let's figure out a power cord. Here we go. Now we got to figure out a power cord real quick. Figure out a power cord. Let's get physical. I did not expect to have to do this, but what's up? All right, let's plug in. If we can get this plugged in so we don't lose our signal here. All right, hang on 1 second. All right, let's plug in. All right, let me turn my other stream down because I can hear myself. That's weird. All right, we're plugged in now. Hopefully that's enough. Is that going to be enough? 17% in charging. Let's see if we charge because I'm plugged into the computer's charger port. I don't have to wear that frontwards anymore because there's no more sun. Yo! All right, now we can talk about shit. Whew. My God, it's hot outside. All right. Let's see. Apparently there's a glitch going around where like videos get privated and stuff like that. It's weird. Somebody messaged me on Twitter about it, or like somebody asked about it on Twitter about the stream the other day, and then somebody on Twitter answered that there's a glitch going on, and apparently YouTube's looking into it. I don't 100% understand, but it definitely is some kind of weird glitch with privated video. I don't know what it is exactly, but why don't I just stream from the computer since I'm here? Yeah, it's a good point, you know, Wandy. But I don't know. That's a good point. You know why? Because I have to pause this and then go over to the computer and activate the stream over there, and that could take 3 to 5 minutes, and this took like 2 minutes, you know what I mean? You're under a tornado watch now? What the fuck? That's crazy. Drew Bard, thanks for the $5. Roy, thank you for the $19.99. Yeah, so the biggest thing about Stephanie McMahon, you know, leaving WWE, you know, for temporarily here, is that we won't be able to see her titties anymore. You know, that's really the problem. So, I did not lie about my job, dude. You gotta get a better troll, bro. Are you still trolling about that? Like, you gotta get a better troll, dude. You know, you gotta get a better troll, bro. You know what I mean? Lying about your job. The fuck are you talking about? Get a better troll, dude. And that's how I know you're like one of the mentally retard people in this community. Because like it's like the dumbest thing to troll about. Like, what are you talking about? I work 3 jobs. Why would I lie about that? It's like first it was that I lied. I lie about that I don't have a job. Then it was I lied that I lost my job in 2017. And then it was that I lied that I had to get a job. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a lie, bro. You're just a fucking fake person that sucks. Come up with better lies and trolls. I mean, come on, dude. Like, be like, you know, Bullfrog's dead mother or something like that. Come on, bro. People always find something wrong. Yeah, it's not real. He's just doing it to be funny or something. I don't know, man. That's what happens when you don't have parents or your dad molested you or, you know, something like that. I don't know. It's a weird thing it would be a weird thing to lie about. In fact, the funny thing is, like, I'm super honest about everything. I had like a job, then I didn't, then I did, then I do. I still have my sales job. I just don't have to work it. I have YouTube's a job, technically. It's not a hard job, really. You know, it's a nice job, but it's technically a job. Just like radio and TV is a job to those people. This is the same way. But I also have 2 other jobs that I've had, you know, so, but it's just, otherwise I would have been live at 10 a.m., you know. If I didn't have anything to do, I'd be live at 10 a.m. And if I didn't have another job, I would have been live last night at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. instead of 11:50 p.m. But I don't know, man. It's like, that's why it's like you got to find a better troll, you know what I mean? The things you lie about, you got to find better things to lie about, you know? Like, those don't make sense. Stephanie McMahon stuff is suspect, power-hungry career woman. Yeah, you know, I mean, she says she's taking time off. She loves the company and just wants to spend some time with family, and I'll be back, is what she sort of said. So, what does that mean? You know, I mean, is she trying to do what Shane did? Maybe Stephanie's going to go become, you know, the chief brand officer for some other company, or become, you know, couldn't you guys see Stephanie McMahon as, like, Stephanie McMahon would be a great person for, like, the social media, like, person for a company, or like the PR person. Stephanie would be like a good PR head of something, right? I think we all can agree to that. Actually, Stephanie McMahon would be a better house speaker, or what is it, the press conference speaker person? Whoever the Saki lady just gave over to that other lady who's, like, terrible. She's, like, awful. The person that took over. She got her job because of, like, affirmative action or something. She's fucking atrocious. I don't know the new girl's name, but the redhead that was there before for Joe Biden, Stephanie McMahon would do a good job in that position. Now, I know Stephanie's probably a right-wing, maybe leaning person. Stephanie actually is a weird thing, because Stephanie's all about the woke stuff, but at the same time, I feel like she's conservative leaning. So I'm confused at what Stephanie is. I have no idea what she is. So I'm actually not sure. Stephanie, to me, I don't know. I don't know what she'd be, but she'd be a great person to be a PR type. She's going to go to the Linda McMahon route and leave WWE, says Jfinity. Yeah, you might be right. That story you read, blah, 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 blah. I can't see it, Drew Bar, but I'm going to go back because you're a sexy pants, Drew Bar. That story you read last night had me in a trance. Stories like about people thinking they're in a time loop, parallel. Yeah, I want to read more of those. So you guys some people requested that. I forget who requested that. And I read it, but I read it kind of poorly because it was written kind of poorly. But I'm going to find some of those. If you want me to read some of those, I don't think a lot of people liked it, but I think a few people really liked it. And then a lot of you just were like, what? What are we doing? So for the people that really liked it, I may put it up on Patreon, and I may also put it on another channel, on one of my other channels where I do, like, other things. I don't know. We'll see, but I'll think about doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know. The woke stuff is a lot of pandering. Yeah, see, that's what's weird, is I think she panders and does all that stuff, but then at the same time, you know, I don't know. Eddie Guns, yeah, I didn't private last night. There's a glitch on YouTube right now. I tweeted out the glitch where YouTube videos are going private. I don't know why that is. I don't know why. So last night, you can't listen to last night's show because it's private, and it's actually locked as a private video, so I can't even fix it. But YouTube tweeted out that there's some kind of problem with videos getting privated. So for whatever reason that is, I don't know. So I'm assuming it will be fixed soon, but right now it's still stuck private. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I like stuff like that too. So maybe I'll do some more of that.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army.
It's Roy again!
Donate to me. Acknowledge me.
Same here, she understands her old man doesn't know the difference between a sneeze or a wet fart.
Oh, shit. Roy going in on Stephanie. What up, Roy? Damn. I heard you privated the video because you made no money. No, we made $200 on the video. Why would you private a video because it made no money? I don't get that. I made $200 yesterday on that video. Definitely don't want to private it. And we're up to like, what are we up to, 50 now? See, like the trolls are angry that you guys donate. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's privated, but there's a glitch. You can go look it up on YouTube yourself if you don't believe things. See, this is why, like, what are you doing, dude? Is this supposed to be like, is that a good troll to say dumb things that don't make any sense? Like, you want to say things that are like semi-real, you know, or something like that. You know, you don't want to troll with stuff that's so dumb, like that. It's like, what? Kill yourself, bro. I mean, like, just kill yourself. You have terrible trolls. You're the worst. We made $200 on the video yesterday, and now it's privated because YouTube privates stuff because they're dumb. I don't know. It should be. I think it might be fixed by today, but we'll see. But if it doesn't, I'll just re-upload it because I know people wanted this story thing.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show.
Whoa!
To fund what I do. To fund
now
what
they're
I
really
believe
mad.
In, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army.
Ah!
Donate to me.
Maybe they'll private this one too.
Acknowledge me.
Whoa!
Let's piss them off more.
Whoa! Drew Bar! Oh my God, Drew Bar with a $50 bomb! Come on! All 10 of them left. Drew Bar, thank you, bro. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God, bro. On a last minute weird stream on my phone that sucks. Shit just keeps dropping. Roy Vanderwall. Drew Bar. Tag team from hell. God damn, man. Thank you guys. What the hell? Wow. Yeah, I wish I knew why YouTube does goofy shit like that. I don't understand. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like what YouTube did the other day. But again, like I said, it's glitch. Apparently, some guy with a blue check mark is the one that randomly responded to someone's comment about my video the other day. They were like, "Why is the video private?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know." And then the guy responded with, "There's some kind of glitch on YouTube. They're working on it," and sent me a screenshot. And I was like, "Oh." So hopefully it'll be up soon, like I said. But yeah. CM Punk like an asshole Wednesday with the disgusting shirt, Barry Head says. Yeah, he pissed off a lot of people, I guess, with that. Juan Espinoza, getting weird. I get rid of the other videos, so that's not up anymore, and that's not all jacked up. Thank you, guys. This is kind of crazy. Hit the like button if you guys can, by the way. And there's Geddy Lee, the man Geddy Lee, with one of the best video clips of the past couple of years. Hey, guys, it's me. Yeah. That was fucking hilarious. Every time I see Geddy Lee now, I always think of that face when it was like, show me that smile. Yeah. Dude, that's all I can think about. That's all I can think about, bro. Is like him, just the surprised look on his face. You know what I mean? Like where his face is like immediately like I've been caught. Dude. Oh my God, bro, that's the funniest fucking thing ever. Glad you're having a good day, dude. So, yeah, I don't know about what's going on with the McMahon family here. I mean, the only thing I can say is, again, it adds credence to that stuff about the family maybe stepping away, you know, and with Nick Khan showing up and doing all that stuff. It's like, man, it really feels like any minute the hands are off this company. The kids have kind of like, I don't know, man, I'm just shocked. And it doesn't ever seem like Shane would ever take over this company at all.
You all have decided to take
never see that
your
coming.
hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army, donate to me.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
F the trolls lol. Man, I never miss a video of your. Why wasn't I notified?
Ghost, I'm betting it's because, like, I accidentally created 2 streams, and they kind of, like, double up on each other, and then I deleted the other one, so I'm guessing that could be what went on. I don't know. And did you miss yesterday's, or were you here? You were here yesterday, weren't you? I think you were, but I don't remember. Roy Vanderwall, thank you, Roy, and thank you to the Ghost from the coast for dropping the $19.99 as well, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, guys. Trump is buying Raw again. Yeah, Trump could buy Raw. You know? Imagine that Trump buys Raw, but really he just kind of buys it so he can come out all the time and give a speech at the beginning. You all look lovely. I don't think he would ever do that. You know, that wouldn't happen. But Shane, you know, Shane's own family craps on him. You know what I mean? Like, they send him out there and then they get rid of Shane. You know, like, they can't stand Shane. Like Vince has gotten rid of him several times. Vince has sent him home several times. And it's like, I don't think that, I don't know, man. Shane just has to be, the stock on Shane is low. It feels like Nick Khan doesn't really like Shane or isn't too high on Shane either. Other than being an on-screen character, it feels like Shane always either gets shit on or he just doesn't fit ever into this company in one way or the other. And maybe it has something to do with Vince or something. I don't know. It's got to be Vince, part of it. But it's like, for whatever reason, the guy just can't get to that rung, can't get to the Triple H level. He can't even get to, it's like the level before Triple H, other than being an on-screen character for Shane. And that's what I think is a major issue. You know? WWE needs to be fun again, says Barry Head. By the way, I like your last name, Barry. Oh! Juan Espinoza says, so if that is true, who is buying WWE? See, that's the thing. I wonder, like, I've said this for years now, and so I'm going to say it again. I still believe that the WWE is going to belong and be a part of the McMahons. I don't think they're going to fully relinquish this company. I feel like. At least they won't. Maybe their kids or their kids' kids or something. But what it always has felt like to me is that the McMahons are looking for partners to step in to work with them. And I've thought that from the beginning. And I've said that from the beginning, that I thought they were going to go out and get a big partner, you know, someone to work with them. And that sort of has happened a little bit, right? With Nick Khan taking over most of the operations of everything. That's a place you would think, you know, Vince is basically, and all of them have decided, okay, listen, Stephanie, you're not really able to do this. Shane, you're not really able to do this. Triple H, you're not really able to do this because you guys are already have a full plate of what you're doing. And I'm Vince McMahon, and I really don't have the ability to do this, but I'll also be gone someday, and we need somebody who's in charge of the whole operation behind the scenes. We can hire a booker and a person who runs TV to take over for Vince. But someone that runs the entire company like Nick Khan, needs to be in place. So I still believe that there's a partnership that could come, whether that be with Netflix, Amazon, or Disney. I don't think it's with Peacock necessarily, although NBC could come in with somebody. But, you know, investors, people that are huge stock purchasers, somebody who wants to buy a ton of stock and have a part of the company. Like if Elon Musk tomorrow said he wanted a piece of WWE, and Elon Musk had a guy that he wanted to come in and help run the company, and Elon Musk bought half the shares of WWE, I could see that. Somebody like that, something like that, where somebody's coming in and they're a big decision maker with Vince and the McMahons. And when Vince is gone, it will be more of, you know, this conjointed effort of Stephanie and Triple H sitting down at a table with Nick Khan, and then the new person who owns the company like Disney, and all kind of deciding on the direction of what they're doing. And then eventually, you know, Triple H and Stephanie and even Shane maybe may fall into more of an advocate situation of like they're more of an advisor to the company as it goes into its new era with new owners or co-owners or whatever. It's this sort of slow merging over time has always been what I thought it was going to be. I never thought it would just be Triple H takes over WWE, now he's Vince McMahon, you know. But I could see Triple H, or I could always have seen Triple H taking Vince McMahon's role. As in like, okay, you know, Triple H isn't the owner of WWE like Vince was. He's a partial owner in that he holds shares. But he is the main booker of the company. So I could see that happening. So now you have Nick Khan, who really runs the company, and then you have maybe a president that comes in or something. But as far as an owner, you're never really going to have a Vince McMahon again. The guy that really straight up owns the company and runs the company. You know, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like, you know, Nick Khan would own the company and run the company, or whoever is taking over like that would run and own the company. And then they would delegate, you know, jobs to the other people. And Triple H would probably be the guy, had he not had the heart attack, who would be the guy who would be the head booker, the guy in charge of what, you know, gets done at TV and things like that. They make the decisions of sort of the directions they want to go and how they feel and what the networks want. And then from there, they go and create TV and wrestling like Triple H knows how to do. And then after Triple H, I don't know, because I don't think Stephanie and Shane can do that. So after Triple H, I mean, who are we talking about as far as a person that would run the company as a wrestler? We're talking about Shawn Michaels, maybe. I mean, you're talking a couple of guys from NXT, Shawn Michaels, some of the agents. I don't know how far it goes down, you know what I mean? Nick Khan can definitely run the business stuff, right? We all pretty much agree with that. And any of the people that have been in the company that have been able to run the business stuff over the years have been wonderful. Even some of the people that they've let go, you know, from the company, they have been good as well. I would love Sean and Road Dogg. I think Sean and Road Dogg would work great as a couple of bookers, you know, maybe with a third person and a team and whatever. You know, they would be more like a team effort. But you know, that's why it's really too bad that Road Dogg isn't there. I really think that that's bullshit. I think the idea that because things are stale and not working out the greatest, well, they're still not working out the greatest, and they're still stale.
This just in, WWE hires Cronin in creative role.
If only they would do that, right? I never wanted that. I didn't think I was good enough to do that. I now believe I can do that. And you know that really mysterious. I really strongly believe I could do that now. And I really believe I could go out and get the people that know how to do it to work with me to help and to do it, to really be the ones that help and do it. But I really do believe, yeah, I'm dead serious about this. Like I thought I couldn't do it before years ago. People used to say that you guys were really nice and other people were really nice, and they would call me and they would be like, yo, man, you should book WWE. You'd be great. And I was like, I've done nothing to prove that. I don't think so. I would have a couple of good ideas that I would love to throw out there and let them do something with it. But I would not want to do anything else beyond that. But now I know I could do it because of how bad it is now. What I see on WWE and AEW, I know I could do it. And I would hire several people. One of the guys I would hire is a guy named Ryan Waters, who works for Top Rope Promotion in Massachusetts. And we don't even really talk that much, but I've seen Ryan Waters book indie shows really well. And he's trained guys like Matt Taven and, you know, people like that you've seen, and Mike Bennett, and he's worked with all those guys and so many others and whatever. And just he's a great mind. He really is a great mind. Nobody knows who he is besides locally. He's a guy I would hire for something. If I was putting on a wrestling event, that's a guy I would hire, you know, to sit around a round table with, and a couple other people. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is so bad that I know we could do better. Most of you guys could do better. You know what I mean? WWE, AEW News. Hey, man, how's it going? Man, you got to get better at trolling, dude. Why do you still troll? Why do you do this? You're the worst. You're the worst fucking troll, dude. You got to come up with real stuff, bro. Jake weighs 130 pounds, bro. You're a sick person for bringing him up, though, you know, but that's what you do, you know. Please don't screw up Cora. She... oh, she'll be screwed up. She'll definitely be screwed up because all she has is that wrestling ability or whatever. She will be screwed up. Really Mysterious, thank you for the $2, really. I'm glad. I hope you're alright, Really Mysterious. You sex pants. Sounded like you were in a shitty place last night. You keep going, man. Because you know.
Hire Rycock. You want to hire me? You want to hire me to finish it?
Tegan Knox never got the treatment they deserve. Yeah, Tegan Knox killed it with, you know, her matches and the things that they did, and they're gone. Some of the best women's matches of the last couple of years with her and Dakota Kai. I don't understand how those two are not on the main roster, you know, having mid-card women's matches and ladder matches and shit. You know, they would kill it. I'll be live tonight. Yes, I'll be live tonight for Monetize This. So make sure you guys are here tonight for Monetize This, okay? We'll be live tonight around 11 o'clock right here. So be here. And you may not get the alert because this double alert that went out for this by accident. So what time is Rampage? I don't know. Can anybody answer him? Because I don't even know. I mean, it's usually at 10, but I don't know what time they've put Rampage off till tonight. You know, I think Sasha Banks should definitely leave WWE and never come back. I mean, at this point, you know, it's like she doesn't like what they do. They don't treat her right. You know, what's the point? Oh, kids are home from school. I can hear them. They called him enhancement talent when he was obviously mid-card. What's that? I don't know what that is. 7 p.m.? Damn. That sucks. Tonight, Sasha should go to AEW. You know, Sasha would be better in AEW, probably, right? Because she would have all that control she wants. They need more female stars, you know. Based off what I've seen with Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa on the microphone, you know, they need a little help there. She'll be all right if she goes to AEW. That'll be so strange to see her somewhere else. You know, in WWE, I believe WWE gave Sasha a lot, and they gave her a lot of chances, but I also believe that they still mishandled her. They mishandled her a lot anyway. So, WWE... Sasha Banks should have been a major star. She should have been on the level of what Becky has been. You know, she should have been a top heel. I really think that Sasha Banks as a heel in NXT was like the top. One of the best heel runs of all time for a woman was Sasha Banks in NXT. We don't rampage here in Canada. Well, nobody rampages much at all because Rampage gets 300,000 views every Friday night. Hey, Tony Khan. Hire Joe Cronin. Let's get that Rampage number up, okay? 300,000? 300,000 views? Bro, let's get that number up. 300,000 views on Rampage? Can I book Rampage? Can I please book Rampage? But honestly, to be honest, I've said this since the beginning. Having a show like that on Friday, I think is a huge mistake. If you're going to put a Rampage show, a show like Rampage on the air, it just, to me, doesn't make sense for a Friday night at 10 p.m. You know, it should be at either 8 or at like 11 or 12, you know, but 10 that's death. You know, it's just like, that is the worst. Sunday night, Saturday night, whatever. But there's no slot for that. There's no time slot for that. They're in the dead time slot. So, but I mean, Jesus, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000? Bro, get 800,000 people watching that show at least. You know what I mean? And maybe no amount of booking would really help it, but it doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, I'd want to be in charge of editing the promos, creating the stories, and filming it. And I would want to make it chaotic, exciting, and just sort of this different look on Rampage, maybe, if I could. But, you know, I don't know, what is it, 1 hour? You know, you'd want a good opening match, followed by, you know, something outside the ring, story-wise, filmed. And then I would want a good promo. And then I would want a good main event. You know, so maybe you're getting a match, a video thing, package of some kind, or video story, a promo, and then a main event match, or potentially a video, a match, a video package, promo, or a match, a video package, a short match, a promo, and then a full main event match. You know, things like that. I'm trying to think of what they've done now. They've really mixed in all kinds of weird stuff. They've used it as almost a second Dark, and they've used it almost as, you know, Ring of Honor's show, and it's confusing people. Like, you are absolutely confusing people with what Rampage is, what it's supposed to be, and it makes people just kind of go, I don't know if I want to watch that, whatever. You know, so you get your 150,000 to 300,000 people who really want to see everything, or maybe they're Ring of Honor fans. That's about it. At this point, you should turn it into Ring of Honor. You might as well call it Ring of Honor Rampage. This Friday night on Ring of Honor Rampage. You know, it's like, because otherwise, what do you, like, there needs to be some kind of a direction with Rampage. And right now, they don't have a direction. And yes, Drew Bar, they just keep gobbling up new wrestlers. Get another wrestler, get another wrestler, get another wrestler. But they're not fully handling and delegating and organizing their current shows. They're so much more disorganized now than they used to be. Do you remember when they first started? When AEW first started, it was a little chaotic because they didn't 100% know what they were doing. Let's be honest. They didn't 100% know what they were doing. You know? And so we watched AEW grow. And by the end of the first year, they had learned a lot and gotten a lot better. And I would say that second year was probably the sweet spot. Probably that, like 8 months, like 6 to 8 months into AEW, into maybe the first half of the pandemic, they really had their shit together of what they were doing. But ever since about halfway through the pandemic to now, you know, it's just been a lot of chaotic, all over the place, sort of up and downs, and just bringing in new people left and right all the time. So yeah, it's weird, man. But it's still fun to talk about and to watch and everything. But it's just very chaotic. And yeah, the pandemic really hurt some of them at the end. But if some of that stuff during the pandemic had a crowd, it would have been so crazy. Matt Hardy showing up broken would have been awesome. Rampage is at 7 p.m. in the East Coast tonight, so it's at 4 p.m. on the West, I think. Yeah, King. Or maybe not. Does anybody know that? Because maybe it stays that time on the West Coast because of sports. But I think it would be at 4 p.m. on the West. But they may actually... Someone will have to look that up, actually, because I don't know. I actually don't know that. Because I don't know if there's a game on the West Coast that they're worried about, so they're moving it there, too. But theoretically, it would be 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 7 p.m. on the East Coast. How many viewers watch Impact? About 120,000 people. Somewhere between 60 and 150,000 people watch Impact, I believe. I don't know what the numbers are now, but that was the last time I checked a year ago. So I'm assuming right now there's about 50 to 100,000 viewers of Impact. I could be wrong, but I'm betting it's somewhere around that. Wish Rampage is 2 hours. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to sit down and watch a wrestling show, it might as well be 2 hours, you know. 1 hour is sort of like, whoa. And it's also on a Friday night, it's sort of like, okay, so on a Friday night, I could be doing something, but I want to watch Rampage for an hour. It's like, you know, you're not going to cancel your plans. You're probably going to watch it later like I do. You know, like I usually just catch it later or at some other random time, or if somebody tells me, hey, you should check this out, you missed something important on Rampage, you know. Impact did 125,000 last week. Thank you, DJ Smith. I haven't been watching the numbers. That's actually, I mean, it's not, what? So 2010, Impact did 1.2 million. In 2012, Impact was down to like 800,000. In 2015, Impact was down to 300,000. And in 2016, Impact went up to about 800,000 to 1 million a couple times because of Matt Hardy's Broken character. So, and then after Matt Hardy's Broken character, Impact went back down to 500,000, to 300,000, to 200,000, and then eventually they went off the air, I think, except on Twitch, and bounced around for a second. And then they came back on the air with about 130, 150,000, and then about 20,000 views a week on Twitch and 150,000 views on cable. And recently they'd been around 120, like I thought, like somewhere between 80 to 120. And now you're telling me last week they did 129,000. So, you know, that's still low, because if you project it in the weird way of whatever, in the new world with how ratings are down everywhere, you know, it makes, they'd be about 5 to 8 years ago, they would be doing about 300,000 views still. So even if it was 5 to 8 years ago, they would still only be doing about 300,000 views on cable. You know, now they're doing 129. So if that's 129, there you go. So there's this tiny little audience for them. And again, you know, so it's like if AEW acquired Impact Wrestling and acquires Ring of Honor, there was less people watching Ring of Honor, I think. Not 100% on that, but I think so. So, you know, you could take your pick as to, you know, maybe the AEW, if they acquired Impact and Ring of Honor and everything, you would theoretically think maybe you could get 50,000 new viewers, but to 100,000, but most of those people are already watching everything. So you're just really doing nothing but getting the IP or the tape library or whatever you want to call it. So, which is valuable. That's great. And we, you know, you want that. We want people to buy the tape libraries and the video libraries if somebody gets bought out, because of course we all want to be able to, you know, go back and watch everything that ever happened if we can. So you hope somewhere has it. Do you think Triple H's health is a lot worse than originally thought? It's pretty, I mean, no, but I mean, I think that they're aware that at any point, you know, there's something wrong with his heart. He could be jumped awake at any point, you know, by that heart zapping him. Now, we don't know if anything's happened yet. You know, I would assume that if you go a year or 2 years with this defibrillator thing inside you, and if it never jumps your heart awake for 2 years, 3 years, you know, you start feeling a little more confident that, okay, like nothing's happened. Maybe I'm in okay shape. But I don't know, man, that's a hell of a wake-up call when something like that happens. So, we can talk about UFOs tonight on the show. Stephanie McRan, what up, Frost? I forget who said that, but I remember that being hilarious. Stephanie McRan, who said that? I remember that, though. Oh, was it Kurt Angle? I bet you it was Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was like, Stephanie McRan. Was it Kurt? Somebody tell me I'm right. Rose Montana, what's up? Pedwell says it was Angle. Yeah, it was Angle. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God! Remember how bad he was as the commissioner or whatever? It was so bad. Remember, like we were like, how could he be this bad? Kurt Angle actually became a lot like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels used to be, when Shawn Michaels was in the Attitude Era and even in the early 2000s, Shawn Michaels would be like, I'm the Heartbreak Kid. And he was at this bravado, but when Shawn Michaels came back after retiring with the godly stuff, he was like, well, I'm Shawn Michaels, and he got really weird.
Impact has an average of 200,000 watching, and I still find it more entertaining than Raw and SmackDown. And they book their women better.
I bet they do. I 100% believe that. Captain Solo, thank you for the 5, man. I agree with you. And I forget why I always miss Impact or why I don't even bother covering it. But I think one of the reasons why I don't cover Impact is because nobody seems to show up for the reviews much. Nobody seems to care too much. They don't make any money. And I think that they're at a time when I'm doing something else live, or maybe, I don't know what it is, but I always miss it. Impact Wrestling over the years has been assholes to me, personally. So I haven't really liked them anyway. So there's a lot of reasons why I don't really cover Impact Wrestling. I actually hate those people. They've just always been shitty to me. Like, the people there have literally been garbage to me. Including going back to 2016 when I was going to have Impact wrestlers on my show, and then Eric Barnes said that they couldn't come on my show. And then I told Matt Hardy that, and then I said something about I'm going to make Eric Barnes, I'm going to suck him off, and then I'm going to do something else to him or whatever. And then Matt Hardy responded in a tweet that he hopes I enjoy sampling Eric Barnes's flavors. So I thought that was hilarious. I'll never forget that. Matt Hardy is a hilarious person for responding to that tweet. Like, and the funny thing is, he wrote, "Thank you, Joe, for being a loyal soldier in the broken war," and all this stuff. And then at the very end, that he writes, "And I hope you enjoy sampling Mr. Barnes' flavor as you suggested." Dude, that is one of the funniest things ever. I told Matt that in person. He goes, "Well, what happened with Eric?" And you know what's funny? So Matt Hardy's in character everywhere. He's in character at the signing. He's in character at the place. He's in character even to people outside, even to interviews, whatever. He's in character everywhere. And when we get into the back, he finally comes out of character and is like, "Joe." And then he's like, "What happened with you and Eric? Did Eric really say that you couldn't have people on or whatever?" And I was like, "What the hell? Oh my God. I haven't seen you out of character in like a year." Like, oh my God. He's like, that's weird. He's like, "That's crazy." He's like, I don't know why he would do that. I'm like, "I don't know. He seems like an asshole." He goes, "Yeah, well, maybe." Like, what? But yeah, I hope you enjoy sampling his flavors. I wonder if Matt didn't like him, though, you know, because Matt was like, "Hey, you never know." But what is Eric Barnes now, I wonder? Eric Barnes, where are you? Gail Kim was wasted by WWE. Vince don't know how to book minority wrestlers. Don't even start with that. Vince doesn't know how to book many wrestlers, right? You can't do the minority thing because he does. He knows how to book some of them, but he doesn't know how to book a lot of people. That's what it is. It's just that there's less minorities. What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? I don't know. The cat's outside the door scraping at the door. What's the matter? Oh, you need help? What's the matter? Come here. What's wrong? You want out? Okay. All right, my baby. Who wants to see the kitties? Who wants to see the kitties? Who wants to see my kitties? You want help? You want to get out of here? Look at the kitties. Look at the kitties. All right. Go up. Toxoplasmosis. I'll eat my own dick. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I never was a big fan of cats, man. They give you toxoplasmosis. They make your women act like whores and psychos. But you know what? Screw it. My wife likes the cats. So here you go. Hope you have a nice worm in your brain in a couple of years and you stab the whole family. Hope it was worth it. Hope Mittens was worth it. Look how cute they are. Give me the butcher knife. Let's see. Perfect, the natural selection. It has to do more with P.S. Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard not liking blacks more, if ever, that had to do with Vince. That's a great point. That's a good point, Perfect, the natural selection. I'm not going to say anybody's racist because I don't know people's backstories, if they're prejudiced or whatever they are. But I could see people around Vince McMahon influencing him, you know, saying like, this person's not good, they're boring, they won't work. So the prejudices of people around Vince could be a problem because they could warp what's going on. But, you know, Bianca Belair is where she's at. Sasha was where she was at. Bobby Lashley is where he's at. You know, Almost is where he's at. I mean, so it's just like that stuff doesn't work for me. Vince just doesn't know how to book people, you know? So let alone a minority person, you know, anybody with a minority or a background or that's, you know, forget about it. He can't book white guys most of the time. So it's not, to me, it's not just that. This guy, you know, these people in this company, they 80%, what would you say the number is of wrestlers that they can't book? It's like, maybe it's half, right? Half or more. Like 60% of the people in WWE, if not more, are booked terribly or booked wrong or just aren't done right at all. And it's like, so it's going to stand out more for minorities because there's less, right? Although there's more now. Now it's like 50, I would say 50. Wouldn't you say half of the company? Half of the company is some minority and the other half is maybe white. Is that right? I mean, if we're really, I don't care about race stuff really that much anymore, but I'm assuming maybe that's sort of true. So you're most likely going to notice it even more with those type of things. Charlotte has been booked weird, you know, and good at times, bad at times. Becky has been booked terrible at times. Sometimes she's booked good. Bianca Belair has been booked bad and good at times. So there's been both there. You know, Sasha Banks has had some decent bookings here or there, but then she's had some atrocious ones. They've booked Sasha really bad at times. And she's half black, so it's like, what, you know, why she's booked worse than Bianca, and Bianca's not white at all. So, you know, like, to get into that, I don't know. I just think it looks bad because there's less people there's less minorities in the company, so you're just going to notice that more of them are booked bad because there's more of a chance that you'll see a white person booked well because there's more white people. Right? So the odds are in the favor that if they fuck up 10 white people, maybe one will make it. But if there's only 7 black people, maybe 0 make it. So then it appears, you know what I'm saying? Like, so your thing would be with the population of it. But but if you're really looking at that and trying to look at that, I mean, I think there's something maybe wrong with you. As long as they're, you know, giving equal opportunity to everybody, then that's great. If you look around at wrestling schools, minorities and African Americans and all minorities are way up as far as wrestling schools. Back in the day at wrestling schools, there would be far less minorities and people like that because, you know, schools would beat the shit out of you. Schools would beat the living shit out of you. You know what I mean? So imagine, you know, I go in there and they hazed you. They hazed you. They bullied you. They beat you. Stuff like that. And so if you were a minority, you would probably just get either extra hazed or you would be paranoid that that's why you were being hazed. I mean, dude, I got lashed. I got my keys stolen. You know, I got beat up in the ring, liberties. I got run ragged and told I was a loser and, you know, we'll just take your fucking money while you suck, you know, and things like that. So I could see people being like, oh my God, they're hating on me or they're racist to me or maybe they're whatever. You know, they called me like a weak little bitch and like I look like a penis head, you know, like, you know, who knows? And so minorities, and then there was real racism in some of the wrestling schools, right? So then there was actual racism in a lot of the schools. Or there was just sort of like racist terminology of giving people shit. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Not a lot of black guys make it in this business. You think you're going to make it? You fucking whatever, you know? And so people were like, ugh, and they would really try to run off those people. So there was a little bit of a prejudice there. So that really did happen, especially in the southern areas. But some of them also were fine, and they were clean, and they didn't do anything like that to people, and they gave everybody a chance. You know what I mean? How do you think people like Coco Beware and stuff like that made it to where they made it to? Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware, I mean, Mark Henry, the names and the numbers, they go on and on as far as WWE goes. But now more than ever, there are more minorities than ever in all the wrestling schools. So that's why you're seeing them everywhere. Because, you know, if there's more people that could be trained or could be had, you're going to see more people. Now more than ever, anybody who's a kid thinks I can be a wrestler. You know what I mean? When you were a kid back in the day, you know, you had to look to Rocky Johnson, or you had to look to Junkyard Dog and The Rock, and, you know, the 90s had a lot of superstars too, but there was a lot more people that didn't look like you. But anyway, you know, but I was a kid, man, and, you know, Sigourney Weaver was an alien, and she didn't look like me. She was a woman, you know, and I love Sigourney Weaver, you know, so it's like I wanted to be an alien, you know. You don't see. It's true that some people see themselves through people that do look like them, but it's really that we see ourselves through people that remind us of ourselves. So it's not about 100% what you look like all the time. It's about seeing yourself in that person, even if they're a woman or a different race or whatever they are. If you see yourselves in them, or you see them in you, or you want to be them, that's all that matters to get you to grow up and want to be something. It's not just the other thing. It's like so many white rappers now. You know, the Big Cat Ernie Ladd's a good one. Ron Simmons for sure. I saw Ron Simmons win the WCW World Title. I mean, that was crazy awesome. But you know, you grow up idolizing people who you want to be like or remind you of you. No matter what, you know, it's not always about they have to look like you, you know, but sometimes for some people it is that way. And then of course back in the day it was like that because you would, if you saw someone that looked like you would do a double take, you know what I mean? Like if there had never been a Vanilla Ice, never been an Eminem, especially Eminem, right? There'd never been an Eminem, and you were a rapper, a white rapper, or you were thinking about trying to do that. You know, you might have been like, you would have looked around and said, damn, no white guys are rapping like me. Like, I want to be a rapper, but I don't this don't seem like my thing at all. You know, I don't know. You know? I guess. I don't know, man. But you just do things that you want to do, and you do things because, you know, you're good at it, and it's part of what you do. I don't know. But all this stuff about, like, the Beastie Boys, yeah, but, you know, the Beastie Boys are a little bit rock, alternative rap, but they were really rap, but they were played on alternative stations, which is funny when you think about it. Marky Mark, oh, God. They were, like, on some, like, LL Cool J should have peed on them. Bailey's injured, but she should be back any minute. Bailey should be back any minute because she's injured. We expected her to be back around WrestleMania or right after WrestleMania. So, yeah, we're a month over. We're about 20 days over where she should have been able to come back. So, any minute she should be here. You know? Shit, I got to get out of here, guys. I got to get out of here. Any last thoughts? Drop it in the chat. Spam it in the chat. Let's go. Beastie Boys. I love the Beastie Boys. I like the Beastie Boys so much. I like the Beastie Boys enough that I actually like that they're in the Star Trek, the remade Star Trek movies, or the relaunched Star Trek movies. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. It's weird to hear like modern music like that in a Star Trek movie, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. And because it's an alternate timeline, alternate universe, in the Chris Pine Star Treks from 2009, I accept it. Because at least if they fuck up, it's not part of my Star Trek timeline. Speaking of that, they're making a Star Trek 4. You know that? They're making a 4th Star Trek. Although technically, what Star Trek would it really be? Is it Star Trek 14? I think it's technically Star Trek 14 or 13, if you want to count all the Star Trek movies. Star Trek movies always exist because the TV shows were good, so then they eventually made a movie out of it. But then they're never as good because you're like, the TV show's awesome, the movies are just, it's like they're trying to be movies, but Star Trek is good as a story on TV. It doesn't really work well in the movies. I don't know. ALS sucks. You got ALS, man? JP on sports. What's up, JP? That sucks, bro. I know that's painful, right? I'm sorry, bro. Mr. Lantern, what's up? I don't think I have exclamations on my channel right now, but the PayPal links are all down below. And the donation link is pinned to the top of the screen on the chat. David Tennant returning in Doctor Who? Yeah, but he's not going to be the Doctor, right? They got some guy who's like non-binary to play the Doctor. The Doctor's played by, I think, a black guy who's non-binary or something like that. They're already virtue signaling with him. They did the woman, and but why would you watch Doctor Who? Because the real Doctor isn't really a doctor anymore. He was a small little black girl. They ruined Doctor Who, bro. They ripped up all the lore of Doctor Who, threw it out the window, and said that the Doctor was originally a little black girl. I don't know, bro. You can't make this stuff up with what Hollywood does to things. So I just can't watch Doctor Who because that's just too insane. Not because of that, because who cares? But it's just like, what? Even if Doctor Who had really been a little, a little white boy or a little white girl on the planet, it doesn't matter. The story is still wrecked. It's still ruined. Like the story of the children of whatever in Doctor Who. And by the way, if you haven't been watching Doctor Who and you don't know about that, sorry. Don't watch Doctor Who anymore. Don't watch Doctor Who anymore. I'm not watching Doctor Who until they fix that. And then the girl doctor told everybody, that you're all scumbags, and it was like, nah, I'm not watching this shit. Just create good characters that are diverse. Don't go back and ruin the old story. Like, what are you doing? You know what? You know how you know that all they care about is the virtue signal? Look at what they did to John Boyega in Star Wars. All they care about is the virtue signal. Look, we hired a black guy in Star Wars. Then you didn't give him a good story, you assholes. Why didn't you give John Boyega a good story? Finn had a great setup and a great story that could have been. Star Wars should have ended with Rey and Finn getting all this stuff, and Poe Dameron, maybe. All three of them really getting this shine and this arc. And then Mark Hamill being in there as well with his arc and tying it all in together. Instead, it went completely off the rails into dumb. And you wasted a character like Finn. And you erased the black guy off the posters so he didn't offend the Chinese people. Why are black people offensive to Chinese people? So that's bullshit right there. I could never work there because I'd be like, oh, what do we... Oh, we got to get rid of the black guy off the cover for China. What? No. That's the cover. That is the main character. No, we got to get rid of him for China. Fuck China. Fuck you. Tell China they're not getting the fucking movie then. That's what I would have done. I don't care, man. Throw the money out the window. No. We're not going to acquiesce to your prejudice. But Hollywood doesn't do that. They erase him. They're all fake woke. The people in Hollywood, they're fake. They're actually racists. They're the racists. They're telling everybody you're all racist. They're racist. Because a real person who isn't racist would be like, I'm not taking the black guy off the cover because they're racist. I don't care. Like, that's the cover. That's the freaking cover. And that's what's going on. And we're not doing that. Like, what are you talking about? We have to take the black guy off the cover? What? Why? Fuck you. You know what I would do? I would have put John Boyega even bigger on the cover in China. That's the funniest thing. I would put him on there even bigger. And a big close-up of his fucking giant nostrils. Like right on the cover like that, looking right into a Chinese guy's face. Fucking one of the biggest Chinese bigots would look at the cover and then fucking COVID would take him. Boyega should have had a crazy awesome story with what they set up, and they couldn't even do it. I bet you that's part of it too. I bet you they were like, ooh, it's not working out in China. They don't like this. Ugh. Dial him back a little bit. Crazy. It's like, what? Dude, we had, like, what? Did they see Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker? Did I go into a dimension where, like, we're in the 1950s? Anyway, that's my little rant on that. That guy should have had a good story arc. Everybody should have. They ruined Star Wars. Pisses me off. Remember Stop Asian Hate? Yeah, that died. Yeah, they don't care. It's all about money and virtue signaling and weird crap. And these people are all obsessed with race and weird stuff because they're themselves are racist. They're racist people. I don't care if I make the worst jokes you've ever heard about all of us. About all of our, what we look like and our stereotypes. I don't care if I make the worst jokes ever about all of us. They are 100 times more racist than anything that I could say as a joke. But they will try to convince you and me that something I said was, whoa. No, you people in Hollywood and those people especially at Disney are sick. And they use people. And dude, some of these elitist types of people, a lot of white women especially, seems to be a lot of white women. It's always it's the white people. That's what's funny. It's funny. It's like the whole world is white people complaining about white people. Have you guys noticed this? The woke people think it's all the racist white people, and they're calling everybody racist, but they themselves are the exact thing that they're talking about. So it's like they're right, but they don't know it's them. Very strange. Like we're all over here having a good time, living amongst each other, making jokes, really actually loving each other, and just trying to have a good time and survive life. These people are obsessed with controlling our thought and projecting their inner racisms out to all of us and forcing us to live by rules that they've created in their heads because they're so guilty. It's unbelievable. So there are some white people out there. There are some white people, these elite white people, these woke white people. They think black people are pets. They're fucking sick. They treat people like they're pets and like they're part of they have to control everything. It's so weird. And most people see it. That's the crazy thing is you see it and you go, ugh, what the fuck are you doing? But it's their need to control people that's been passed down genetically or something like that, or by their families. The need to control somebody else or to control the thought or to control the narrative or to control what's going on is so strong in these people that they don't realize that they're coming from that lineage. It's the same lineage that's always tried to control people forever, and they're always talking about it. Oh, the fascists and all these other things. You are the fascist. It's very strange. Remember the Osborne daughter on The View? I don't exactly remember that 100%. You have to remind me. But you can remind me. But a lot of people know what I'm saying right now. Most people do. It's very strange. Maybe the reptilians bred with us years ago, and this is part of that interbreeding from the aliens or the reptilians in some of us. And that's what... I don't know, man. Tinfoil hat on. I don't know. Trying to figure out a reason for it. But either way, most people, we all get along. We all just get along and have a good time. These people are obsessed with stuff. Lizard people, yeah. Exactly. The damn lizard people. This is exactly what's happened. I'm going to eat myself live on YouTube. You want me to do that? I swear to God, I'll do it. Ah! Ah! All right, I got to get out of here. I got to go, man. I got to go get ready. I got to go to my not job that I don't really have. I'll be back tonight with Monetize This live tonight here after SmackDown right on this channel sometime between 10 o'clock, hopefully, or 11 o'clock, I will be live here for Monetize This. Come hang out with us, man. We're going to be partying, having a good time, and we'll see what happens. You never know if Friday night or Saturday night is going to be the night where things go off, but it could be tonight on Monetize This. You never know. I'll see you tonight for that, and we'll have a good time, man. Planet X is coming, man. It could be. Nibiru could be coming, Greg. We'll talk about that. I'll do another podcast on some of that stuff. I really want to talk about the quantum computing stuff. So, I don't know. We'll get that going. I'll put it up on Patreon or something like that. Bye, guys. Hit the like button. I'll see you later. Captain Solo, thank you. Ghost from the Coast, Drew Bar. Really mysterious. Oh, man. Who dropped the 50? Somebody dropped the 50 earlier. Was that Welsh or was that Drew Bar? Let me see. Oh, it was... And thank you to Roy Vanderwall with the 19s. Lots of $19 coming in from Roy Vanderwall. Let me see here. Who we got? Captain Solo, really mysterious. The Ghost from the Coast with the $19. Drew Bar dropped the $50, man. He said, let's piss them off more. That was funny. Drew Bar, thank you. Roy Vanderwall, JCS fan, and I think it was Gerald Armstrong, maybe. Captain Solo was the last one. There we go. Got everybody. Shout out, man. Mandela Effect. We've done Mandela Effect quite a bit, but it's been a long time since we've done it, so maybe we could do it again. Might as well do it again. Bye, everybody. Yeah, aliens are like, yeah, nah, let's not go over there. The aliens seem to come up around when we created the nuclear stuff, so maybe that's what it is. They're like, oh, shit, wait. They've got nukes. Because we've allegedly been intercepted by the aliens several times when activating nukes and things like that, so we'll see, man. I've got a lot of stuff to say about that. I've read some stuff and listened to a lot of accounts from engineers and people in the government over the years of that stuff. And we all know it's fairly true, most of it, you know, because they're admitting to it now. But they're going to use it against us. They're going to use it to control space or weapons in space and things like that. That's why they're coming out and saying, oh, this could be a threat to our security. Because they want to arm us up in a crazy way. But it's not for the aliens. It's for us, for the world. And so they're using real aliens, potentially, that really have been here, or real UFO stuff, to say that we need to be worried, so we need to arm up. But so we're going to weaponize space. And that's how they're going to, because they know that Russia and other countries can weaponize space as well. So how the U.S. government is going to get us to weaponize space and weaponize our areas in that way is they're going to blame the aliens, that we need to be prepared. So I know that sounds crazy, but that seems to be where we're going here. So we'll get into that in a podcast later on. Garguts, what's up, bro? Pro V, what's up? Pro V, damn, haven't seen him in a while. Funny, Trump was ahead of that already. Was he, Drew Bar? That's crazy. He's probably briefed on it or figured it out. I don't know. But either way, if you just listen to the engineers and the people, you know what's going on. All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you. See you tonight for Monetize This and SmackDown.